Hey, hi, welcome to the best Spanish sentence in the world. Today I'm going to explain what is the sentence me voy a ir yendo. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of memes with this sentence because it's like people that are trying to learn Spanish thinking that it's easy, that they can do it, that they're making progress, whatever, and then it's like a Spanish person or a Hispanic person, I should say, saying me voy a ir yendo, and it's like there's the same verb 3 times in different tenses in that sentence. This is a really short sentence, so I'm going to explain it to you because I think it's kind of funny as a sentence, but it's also something that we use a lot, and there's like an easy translation to it, so it's not crazy like that, but the format of the sentence is that, if that makes sense, it's kind of funny. Again, I'm not a linguistic, I don't even know what's the word, but I'm not like a Spanish teacher or anything like that. I'm just Spanish, so I'm going to explain it to you easy. I'm not going to tell you like the name of the tenses. I might put it on the screen, just like if someone wants to be more accurate, or if someone is actively trying to learn Spanish and they just want to know exactly what tenses we're talking about. For the rest of you, you don't need that.
You don't need that.
They burn the fuck out
I think
of
we
their
do
hair.
need that. You don't need it.
I'm just going to explain it like if you're Hispanic, you know what this means really easily. I think this is a Spanish expression, but I think everyone who's Hispanic will understand what I'm saying because it's really an easy sentence, but I think it's kind of ours. I don't know, I'm not sure about this, don't quote me. But me voy a ir yendo, this basically means I'm gonna get going, which is like a very easy sentence, and it's something that you easily use. In that sentence, there's only twice the verb to go. It's just going, and it's also the same tense. It's just I'm going to get going. So it's yes, there's going twice, but first of all, there's get in the middle instead of another for or go. But also I feel like in English you use I'm going to do something a lot. Like if you say I'm going to dance all night long, you could say I will dance all night long, you know what I mean? So it's like it's more correct to say I'm going to, but it's also like something that you use a lot, so it's not that rare that the same, like the verb go is twice in that sentence, just because it's there a lot of times in a lot of sentences. You already use the I'm going to do something. So I think it's in Spanish it's a bit more uncommon, but also again it's like you say going and then you say get and that's it. I think in Spanish it's funny because it's the same verb but it's really different tenses. So the infinitive is ir, which is like me voy a ir yendo. It's like the second time you say go, you just say in the infinitive form. Me voy is I'm going. You could say, this is kind of a different thing, but I will explain it as well. You could say voy a ir yéndome, and that me means like me, like I'm going to do something. So you could put it in the beginning or at the end. I think it's more common to say at the beginning, but like not really. You could just say it in any form. Voy a ir yéndome, it's also like this is more like an expression, but with other sentences, with other verbs, you could say at the end of the verb and it will make sense. But with this sentence it's like more like an expression, so you wouldn't hear it as much. The first go, voy or me voy, is more like the I'm going to do something. It's like I'm going to eat, I would say voy a comer. See, this is where it's kind of tricky because I wouldn't say me voy a ir a comer. That sounds weird and I couldn't tell you why, but I don't really know why with the me voy a ir yendo you use the me, but then if I say another sentence with the I'm going to format, you wouldn't say the me, and I can tell you why. I don't know why, but you just don't. Voy a editar, I'm going to edit, and it's like just the voy. So me voy is like the me because it's me, voy because I'm going to do something. A ir is like I'm going to go. That a is like to. I think yendo is the most different and the most difficult. I think it's called, oh wait, I know in Spanish, I think in Spanish it's called gerundio, but don't quote me on this because I'm not sure, but I'll put it on the screen. That's kind of rare. It's definitely the most uncommon tense of the verb. All of these gerundios, I would say like this, are mostly rare and they're not as used. And it just means something that you're progressively doing. I think if you say I'm frying, I think the ing, it's the equivalent in English. It's like I'm frying an egg, like estoy friendo un huevo. It's like I'm doing it right now. So I think that's basically it. Like for each word of that sentence, that's what it means. And you will think, why is that sentence a thing? Why don't you just say me voy and you just leave? It's just like I'm leaving and that's it. But it seems kind of rushed. Like for me, it sounds unpolite if you're hanging out with someone and you just say me voy. It feels like, am I doing something wrong? Why do you just want to leave right now immediately? It just sounds like you have to do it in that second. You say me voy and you leave immediately. Like if you're in a rush, it's like, oh my god, I have to be in this place in 5 minutes, me voy. I think that will be the only time where you will use it and it will be okay and it wouldn't sound unpolite just because you're in a rush. So it's like, it's self-explanatory that there's nothing wrong with this situation. Like you don't hate the other person. It's like, I need to leave right now, so me voy. So me voy a ir yendo is more like, I'm going to get going, like I'm just gonna grab my stuff. If I'm somewhere, I'm just going to grab my purse. I'm going to say goodbye to you, like give you 2 kisses. In Spanish, we give 2 kisses to say hello and goodbye, just in case you're interacting with someone Spanish, just so you know that's normal. They're not approaching you to make out with you or anything. They just want to say hi or goodbye, and there's 2 kisses in that process. It's like I'm going to grab my things, I will say goodbye to everyone, and then I leave. It's like a process, you know? It's like more leisure, I would say. Something that I hear a lot about people from America, especially North America, just mainly the US, I would say. They think Europe is really calm, and I don't know if that's true, but I would say, at least in Spain, I do think we're kind of more chill, if that makes sense. We're just vibing, you know, we're hanging out, I'm going to get going, just like very calmly, very nonchalantly, just like, I'll leave at some point, and it's just like, you say I'm going to go, and then you just stay for another 10 minutes, and it's like, no, well, I should leave now, and then you just don't because you're just talking to someone. I don't know, I feel like we're not rushed. Like I think, especially New York, LA, I hear a lot from people that lives there that those are places that are really quick, like people go really fast, and just, it's a fast-paced place to live. And I do think in Spain, Madrid and Barcelona, which are like the biggest cities, I think they're kind of like that. I think it's kind of how, again, New York and LA compares to the countryside or a smaller city or something like that, or a smaller town. I think in Spain in general we're more chill, but also if you're in a non-super big city, which are mainly those two, if you're just in another city. I'm from the south, which we have this stigma that we're lazy, but I think we're just especially chill, you know what I mean? Like I think in Spain in general we're very calm, but in the south we're particularly calm. We just say me voy a ir yendo because we're never in a rush, that's it. And by the way, if you want to go to the chillest place in Spain, it's actually the Canary Island. I've never been there, but I've heard that people are just like, it's more like a tropical island type of vibe, so they're just completely chill there. If you just want to visit a slow pace place, go to the Canary Island. But again, Spain in general, I think Portugal as well, since we're here. I would say Mediterranean countries. People say Europe, but I don't think it's Europe in general. I say Mediterranean countries, where here it's very warm usually, and it's like we're just chilling, we're just vibing, and we say me voy a ir yendo. So that's that's basically it. I hope you understood everything, most of it. Again, I'm not like a linguistic or anything. I just want to teach you things as if you were Spanish or if you were living in Spain. This is how you will know these things. You wouldn't know the exact terms of things. So this is just how I want to explain things to you. I hope that's okay. I hope you do subscribe, you like this video and subscribe because it's free and you can change your mind anytime. Comment down below things you want me to talk about, to react to, things you want me to explain about Spanish or Spain, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice week.